Arcane Studios has dropped their third major update to Redfall. We're going to break down everything that's in that update, but before we do that, welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters. And if you're new to the channel, I am Old Head Gaming. If you want to stay up to date on all the latest horror game info, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell for all horror game related content. And no, before you ask, there's still no additional characters, but there's some cool stuff in the update. Let's break it all down. So Game Update 3 introduces the new UV-powered unrivaled sniper rifle, and that is the Basilisk. So all you Jacob mains are going to enjoy the hell out of this. The Basilisk is now in your arsenal, as well as more improvements and balance changes to Redfall experience. And here's the picture of the Basilisk. Let's take a look at what's in it. Introducing the Basilisk, a unique weapon trait. The weapon charges the first bullet in full magazine with UV power that can petrify vampires, does not affect enemies recently petrified or immune to petrification. The Basilisk can drop anywhere unrivaled items are eligible, with a higher chance drop rate from bellwether-themed containers in the open world and vampire nests. So that looks like a good weapon to go farm if you're looking to be a Jacob main. AI and NPC updates. Shrouds, anglers, and siphons are now gated from spawning in the open world until a player reaches a specific level or completes certain missions. Balanced enemy updates, abilities, and traits. Siphon's Blood Torrent ability takes longer to interrupt when breaking line of sight, and they increase Siphon's resistance to fire. Vampire deals more damage to Bremon and Defender's Quantum Kerfuffle decoy when attacking from close range. Soulless enemies deal more damage when attacking players from close range, and Watchers react faster to players in line of sight and spawn reinforcements in combat more often. Human enemies are now able to climb awnings, so they'll sneak up behind you now, I guess, and improve quality of enemy pathing and human movement animations. So basically, it was mostly a buff to Siphons, because all you had to do was like step out, and then they kind of like either stop moving or just everything was interrupted. So I think that's probably a good change if you're looking for gameplay mechanics on AI. Speaking of gameplay, Jacob's camouflage field skill will no longer cancel ADS for non-Jacob players. Defender's ultraviolet light skill will no longer shatter special vampires. Instead, inflicts a large amount of damage to them. Regular vampires will still shatter. That's a bit of a nerf to Defender's ultraviolet light skill. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Layla's psychic shockwave no longer triggers multiple times from the vampire lunge attacks. That's also a nerf. I don't feel like this game can really need to nerf, especially since it's not a PvP game. It's kind of weird. Deathmist spewers now respond to UV bursts from emergency flashbang remnants. Co-op players no longer lose their crouching ability when exiting a nest, and bound civilians no longer show us occultists when pinged. I don't like when PvE games nerf stuff for no reason. Why? Missions. Refined search areas for several missions. Added more respawn points to minimize cases where players are blocked from respawning after death. Fixed locations with Defender's translocate device can be thrown out of world. Spawn out there in another game where you're probably having more fun. Improved NPC patrol pass. Amelia's eulogy triggers correctly after reloading the game. Resolved an issue with hostile and friendly states of One of Us, and improved totality's responses during Black Sun boss fight. Heroes. All damage dealing heroes ability will now shatter vulnerable nest hearts. Jacob's 6-string backpack cosmetic is now shown with other backpack cosmetics, and hero thumb should no longer clip into the assault rifles. All right. User interface. Improved visibility for player locations on maps. Oh boy. Added input curve visuals and response settings. Voice chat now has a separate volume control in the audio menu. Accessibility. Added single press options for following toggle hold interactions, ADS, continue fire. Screen narration no longer repeats narration. Okay. Fix an issue where all platforms read as Xbox by screen narrator. Yeah, there's other stuff. There's like PC and PlayStation. Message J carousel no longer receives focus priority after exiting in pop-up windows. Reduce rock lightning dash. Impact of brightness, increase player flashlights fade. All right, whatever. Audio. Hero outfit Foley has been updated and balanced to reduce loudness. Resolved issues on audio skipping during psychic playbacks, and resolved an issue where music would stop playing after a player was revived during a vampire god fight. Okay, so far this has been a tremendously underwhelming update. Performance and stability. Traversing through death mist should no longer cause performance issues. Resolved issue with contact shadows interfering with self-shadowing. Oh god. Resolved an issue with the game settings not persisting between game launches. Restored default window to windowed full screen. The game client now saves window location between game launches. Various performance fixes related to FPS drops and stuttering. I'm not sure if that's PC or across the board. Hopefully it's across the board since they did up it to 60 frames last time. Addressed edge case crash condition with late game joinings. We're continuing development of the Hero Pass, and we're excited to share more about Redfall's new heroes and other updates next year. Oh, okay. We're going to talk about all of this right now. So Redfall debuted in May, and it was a terrible launch. They did the first update in June, which did help some, and now they've done the second and third one relatively close. This update didn't do a whole lot. This update could have been held off. I mean, adding the Basilisk is great. Like, it's a cool sniper rifle, and if you're a sniper user, you're probably going to enjoy it. But that is the biggest thing in this. A couple of minor character nerfs, some AI buffs maybe. Like, it's not a great update. And then at the end of it, they talk about the bite back, where there's supposed to be heroes coming that people have paid a $30 upgrade for or bought the deluxe edition of the game, and they're not coming till information's not even coming until next year. So we might not even see a character drop in the first year of the game. That is really, really rough. Arcane, I know, is working their ass off to make this game much better than it was at drop. But Redfall is turning out to be the most underwhelming game of 2023. And it's sad to me because it was one of those games I was very, very excited for, but it has been an absolute dumpster fire. But I'm going to keep reporting on it. I'm going to let you know when they do make some steps. The first two updates we reported on this channel, I felt were really, really, really good step forwards. This one just seems like whatever. We added a cool new sniper. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited about the Basilisk? Are you kind of upset that we're not going to be getting any characters that's now officially confirmed in 2023? I want to hear all your thoughts below. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.